Video is for Unit 5, Learning Target 2. It's designed for students that attend Grant County Middle School that are in the 6th grade and are preparing for an upcoming social studies assessment on Unit 5. Learning Target 2 is titled Explaining Why Spatial Inequality Exists in Urban Areas like Mexico City. Some of the things that we need to know for this are urbanization. You need to know that term. And it's basically the movement of people going from rural areas, so you need to know what rural means, that's the countryside, down to the city. And it's happening a lot in Mexico City, and so people are going from the countryside to the city, and that's known as urbanization. So that's definitely a term you need to know. What is pulling people from the countryside to the city is economic opportunity. You see, they're being pushed by poverty. They are very poor in the countryside. They're not able to sustain life, and so they're pretty desperate, and so they will move. And these are people known as migrant poor, and so they get pushed by this poverty reason. Economic opportunity, or the chance to get a job, is what's pulling them to the city. And then once they get there, we run into spatial inequality, because people that have been in the city for quite some time generally are much more well off. Here's where we see the difference between haves and have-nots, whereas haves enjoy a high standard of living and have-nots would enjoy a much lower standard of living. And again, you need to be familiar with the term standard of living, which is, what is average for you to have. A couple other things to notice is that as time goes on, Mexico, very much so like the United States, overall population is generally going from living in the rural areas to living in the urban areas. So most people are moving to the city over time. So the farther along we get, the more urban both Mexico and the United States, for that matter, tend to happen. Another thing you need to know is why are they moving to the city? What's the challenges that they're facing in the countryside? And this deals with the conditions. There's a lot of reasons for why farming is difficult in the countryside. From it's too mountainous, there's not enough fertile land, competition with the larger farms. There's just a variety of reasons why it's hard to maintain life in that rural area, and so this is why people are leaving that area, because it becomes more and more challenging each and every day. So if you understand these concepts, then you should be prepared for Learning Target 2 on the Unit 5 test. Good luck.